Hello class, my name is Kenzie Lambert and I chose to do my character report on Jackie Robinson. Jackie Roosevelt Robinson was born on January 31st, 1919 in Cairo, Georgia. He attended the University of UCLA where he was a multi-sport athlete playing football, basketball, baseball, and running track in his time there. He spent 3 years there and then he left and joined the Army where he was second lieutenant and was eventually honorably discharged. He also married Rachel Islam, who he met at the University of UCLA, and they had 3 children who you can see on the right here. We all know Jackie Robinson because of his time as a professional baseball player. He played professional football and baseball in the American Negro League before playing in the Major League Baseball. And he played on the Dodgers farm team, which is like one step down from the major leagues. And he was signed to play with them on October 23rd, 1945. And then on April 15th, 1947, he stepped onto the field as a Major League Baseball player playing for the Brooklyn Dodgers, which is when he truly broke history. And this day is now known as Jackie Robinson Day, and all players, coaches, and umpires wear the number 42 on that day just to remember him. He played for the Brooklyn Dodgers for 9 years. In those 9 years, he won many awards such as National League Player of the Year and Rookie of the Year. He was abducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame because of this and because of all of his stats in 1962. I said all of that to talk about his character. One of the main character virtues that I feel that he embodies so much is courage. It took courage for him every single day. Courage to get on the baseball field and play where people didn't want him, to walk on the streets where people did not respect him, and to be in the military and to fight for our freedoms. And this is in a time when people of his color were not treated as they are today, and I am very thankful for his courage and for what he did for us. One event that I think shows this so much happened on a military bus, and Jim Crow laws were no longer valid on military bases, and Robinson, knowing this, when they had traveled enough to be on the base, he got up from the back and went up to the front, and this angered many of the riders and the driver, and when they got to the base, they told the higher authorities, and many charges were brought up against him because of this, and they were eventually acquitted of him by court, and that was kind of the end of that, but it did eventually happen to play a role in his discharge from the Army. And in many ways you could say that what he did was wrong. We have laws for a reason to protect us, and we are taught to just follow the laws, whether we like them or we don't. And he simply did not do that. And however, I believe that it was truly necessary for him to do what he did in order for us to be where we are today. So I am thankful that he did what was wrong to get us to the right that we have today. Another event happened in spring training. He was not allowed to eat in the same restaurants as his teammates or sleep in the same hotels as his teammates, and many of their games were canceled because people did not want to play a team that had an African American player. And as an athlete, I can attest that people do not like it when they're not getting to play games. Whether that's for an injury or for rain, athletes like to play their sport, and not getting to play your sport simply because of a person on your team, I know it would anger me, and I know it had to anger those people, and it would cause them to resent him in many ways, which is very sad, but I can see how it would happen. And so, yet he was constantly discouraged. People didn't want him to play. Players in his own game didn't want him to play. People who were supposed to be on his side were not on his side. People in the stands were against him. As you can see here in this picture, it's a sign that was most likely left outside of a field, and it simply says, "Robinson, we are going to kill you if you attempt to enter a game at Crosby Field." And that's so sad to hear, but it's so true. And I think we need to see things like that, and yet he worked hard every single day. And lastly, Jackie versus myself. I chose him because of his character, and mostly because I feel that the courage that he showed is something that I need to work on. It's the virtue that I am lacking most. And so in researching him and learning more about him and all these events that happened in his life, I have been encouraged, and motivated to work on my own courage and to do better. And I feel that's something that we all need to do and we can all work on. And so I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.